How's it going, everyone? Today I'm going to be talking about Outlast Trials today. I've been addicted to this game, and what you're going to see in the background is going to be escalation. It is a game mode in the game. This isn't the actual game, but it kind of is. The actual game is you are doing a trial, but escalation is you do 10 trials back to back to back to back to back to back. And they up the ante in every single one of them. They are insanely hard to do once you get all the way through. There are a lot to cover in this game, so it's going to be a long video. So let's get started with the gameplay. The gameplay in Outlast Trials is pretty simple whenever you boil it down to its core. Essentially, you have to survive. And how this works is you alone or accompanied with friends go into a trial, which is what we're about to do, and it will give you a certain task to do, and you have to complete that task. And there's no time limit on how long you need to complete this task unless you're doing a certain mode. But if you take longer, I do think more enemies will come after you. But a lot of enemies are going to show up, and these enemies, there are a lot of enemies in this game, like a lot. So you have to just avoid them, don't take any damage, and just make sure, like, you will get the hang of this game pretty fast, but make sure you know every single enemy type, every single thing that you have to do, and you'll be fine. The tutorial for this game is actually like a couple minutes long, like probably like up to an hour, because it gives you a very good run through on how to play the game. It gets you going, and like you're able to quickly pick it up. So let's get started with the characters, because there are a lot. Now I'm going to be using the wiki to help me, so if I get anything wrong, then it's the wiki's fault. So these characters are categorized into certain things. You have X-Pop, big grunts, and then I'm gonna call them just tweakers, because they're weird. They're not enemies because you can avoid them and they won't go after you like their life depends on it, but they will hurt you, so it's weird to categorize them. So anyway, let's start out with one that you're gonna see like right now. His name is Franco Barbie. He's right in that window. He is, and let me click on the wiki. He is born into the mafia, and this game is very, very bad into the sense of it's very gruesome. It is also extremely suggestive, violent, and just like if I can't really talk about it that much without this video getting demonetized. So this guy Franco got beaten by his father and for doing something very bad, and because of this, you know, he doesn't like that. So now he is here in the trials. He kind of just, he's another obstacle, and he's actually fairly easy to juke out. He doesn't have a melee attack like most of these characters. He is more so using his gun that he has, so if you know, just are in a straight line, he will shoot you. So just like think about that. So anyway, next one that we have, there's a lot. I'm looking at the whole wiki. So if we're going for prime assets, which are like the headliners of the levels, each trial you're going to get gassed and see a vision of what you're going to see. If you see what's called the dock or whatever this place is, like the mafia or whatever, I don't know what map we're in because there's like a bunch of maps. You'll have Franco. If you are in the orphanage, you'll face Mother Gooseberry. If you're in the prison, you'll face Leland Coyle. Now these characters, they're crazy. And they all have very good backstory, but I can't read their backstory that much because, like I said, this video will get demonetized. It's actually like, I have to, like, the things that the characters say, especially Franco, I have to be careful because these characters say some bad things. So anyway, each character has their own set of unique things. So Franco, like I said, he has a gun. Mother Gooseberry has a drill. She's very slow, except you'll see in here, she moves extremely quickly whenever she's enraged. But some Mother Gooseberry, she has a drill on her hand. And she can't move fast, so you'll be fine. But she will do a lot of damage, so if you're not careful, you're gonna die. Because she also inflicts bleed. So then, we also, like last for the prime assets, we have Leland Coil. Leland Coil is like a police, a cop. I don't know much about his backstory because, I mean, my friends simps, a lot of people simp over this character, I've been told. So anyway, Leland Coil has a baton that is electrified, and this baton that's electrified destroys your rigs. I'll get into that later. Next up, we have just like grunts, like they do the dirty work. They're like other other things that are in the map with you. So there are giants. There are I think four different giants, but they all act the same. They will. They're pretty tall, obviously. Whenever they walk, you get, like, your screen will shake, so you can know that they're nearby. You'll see I'm actually like just tweaking out right there. I don't know why I was tweaking out, but these characters are pretty cool designed. They have a metal bat object spiked that will deal damage, and they're extremely hard to hide from because if you hide somewhere, they're gonna most likely check the hiding spots. So now we have basically the characters that can show up in every single game. Like these characters, they don't. You're not gonna be able to see them. I don't know if I'm gonna like exactly get every one of them because they're just weird. So first, from what I see, is the Night Hunter. The Night Hunter is a specialist X-Pop equipped with a pair of night vision goggles, allowing him to see reagents in the dark. He's the only character that can do this. Every single character in the dark has terrible night vision or eyesight in the dark, and they will lose you pretty easily. Except for this guy. This guy will find you. Next up, no, that's a giant. Whoops. Actually, no. This is a good one to talk about. It's Berserker. Berserker is a giant-ish thing that can't see. He can only hear. So if you're quiet around him, he won't target you. Now we have the Climber. The Climber is a guy that, I mean, these characters will show up in like any sort of way. They will they're like these characters that roam around the area and will like hurt you. What am I trying to like say? Look, they'll try to kill you. Here's Mama. Like, you're about to see, my health is at 3, yet not anymore, just dead. But it's also because we were doing something that enraged, or like something that does like more damage. But she does hurt you a lot. Next up, we have. These are just oddly categorized. Next up, we have Pitcher, or as I like to say, the Pyro Man. As you're whenever you play, you'll like make up names for them because like you really can't. Like, you're not gonna say, "Oh, it's the Pitcher," and like he has pyro, like his whole thing is fire. He can throw Molotovs at you, And that's basically it. Get too close and he will like he has a flamethrower attached to him, so he'll hurt you. So his main thing is that he throws a Molotov at you that will hurt you and like kill you. Not quickly, but it will. Then we have Pouncer, or yeah, Pouncers, I should say. Pouncers are gonna be in hiding spots that that your character can go into. But if you don't, if you choose the one that they are in, then they will, like, they'll jump out at you and hurt you. They will keep attacking you until you push them off, or if you have a friend, push them off for you. Now we have this guy is actually like my favorite antagonist in the game. His name's Pusher, or the Skinner Man, as my friends call him. The Skinner Man is a entity that isn't real until you have psychosis. Psychosis is like your sanity meter. You have 3 bars of sanity. If you step on landmines that are throughout the trial, you'll get gassed. If you open up I can't really think of anything. If you I can't think. If you open up a med kit, or like a med box, or I think if you open up a med box or a equipment box, then there might be a chance that there is a psychosis bomb in there, and they will give you psychosis. Psychosis is a bad thing to have because you go insane, your screen becomes all loopy, and you have more chance to contact the Skinner Man. So the Skinner Man is an actual entity. If you go down to below 3 bars, it's like an he will kill you. He kills a lot. But if you have if you still have 1 bar of sanity and you open doors or anything, he will jump scare and scare the shit out of you. I literally jumped up in my air last night. Alright, next up we have the Scapegoat or the Stalker. They're going to be characters that you have to kill in the game. By that I mean, if you don't, they're going to be part of your mission to kill. They're going to be wearing some headsets that you have a radio wave, and you will have to kill them. You'll see if you play the game, but mainly once you hit one of their coils, they will freak out, start to spaz out, and try to hurt you, and push you away because they don't want to die. Then we have a Screamer. You saw a Screamer not too long ago. They're kind of weird. They're in a zone, in a state, and if you make sounds around them, they will scream and distort your screen. It's not fun, but you can also just throw stuff at them and they'll leave you alone. Already talked about Skinner Man. Is this? I have not seen this guy. Oh no, yes I have. Okay, cool. The Trickster. I have not seen the Trickster, so I can't say anything. I don't know if I'm right or not. Alright. Let's see. That's pretty much all of the other characters. Oh wait, no. Imposters. These are actually pretty cool assets to the game. As you can see, there's a name tag right above my friend right there. And this, they'll have your friend's name tag just slightly distorted. And if you are not quick enough to recognize that that is not your friend, they will stab you and hurt you and try to kill you. So you'll catch on that it's not your friend because they'll have 1 letter off, or not spelled right at all. Alright, with the characters down, And I'll put images on screen so you can see all of them. It's just, that's going to be a pain for me. Let's talk about the main objective in this. The main objective in these games is to obviously survive, but the actual real main objective is to complete the basic trials. Once you complete the basic trials, you will be able to have a chance of escaping the trial, because the whole point of this is you're trying to go to therapy, like a very intense therapy. You're gonna be just kind of like put into a final test. And then once you're done with that final test, you're good to go. Like, you're out in the real world, except you're not. You're kind of stuck. Then you get to create a new character. None of your progress will be lost. It's great. This is a good way to like kind of like say, I don't like my character, let's change it, even though you can change your character anyway. I'm just yapping at this point. So the whole, like, in this trial, I can't show the end goal to this, because every single end goal in the trials is you have to kill an innocent person, and it's in a very gruesome way, and also it's just like it's a very, very, very odd thing to see. So once you reach a certain level, and like as you play the game, you're gonna get stuff. The main thing you're gonna get is cosmetics. They're not gonna do anything but to make your character cool. But the main thing that you want to try is you want to try the rigs. Rigs are going to be like a specialty item. They're gonna be items that will help you, like immediately help you. So these items are going to consist of a blind. Actually, let me quickly go to the wiki so I can make sure I'm reading this right, because you know I want to get everything right for everyone. I know one of them is blind because I use that a lot. Here we go. So we have stun, blind, heal, x-ray, barricade, and jammer. So every single, you're gonna like, once you get to level 5 and unlock these things, you're gonna be able to use them in your everyday thing, but they have a cooldown that you need to do before you can use them. So first up is stun. It's basically you throw it at, it's okay, I gotta backtrack a little. In this game, you can pick up bricks and bottles, and once you throw it at a character, they get stunned for a little while. This is basically that, but it upgrades it. Stun duration is 5 seconds, cooldown is 180 seconds, range is 3 meters, noise is 18 meters. So it's gonna be like a, just like a run and done thing. Blind is the one that I use a lot. I think it's very fun. It's a landmine, and once the enemy triggers it, a fog comes out, and they can't see you. They stop chasing you. Next up, you have heal. I haven't used it. I haven't seen anyone use it, but the description is an aerosol gas that replenishes your health along with the health of friends nearby. And then you have X-ray, a tactical enhancement to see through walls, revealing the locations of enemies and teammates. And then you have barricades. Install a barricade on a door to temporarily block it and delay enemies for pursuit or pursuers. And then then you have jammers. Disable electronic devices, unlocking padlocks, containers, and doors. Every single rig is going to help you in the long run in some way or another. They're going to be like your saving grace in a sort. So once you reach level 5, you're going to be able to do that. And it kind of wants you to like try all of them, or you can go choose one and then upgrade that fully. Next up is you're going to see a character named Dolores. Dolores is a character. She is gonna, like, once you unlock level 10, you're gonna be able to see these characters, and you're gonna see this girl, and once you see her, you're gonna be able to finally get upgrades that help you in a very long run. These characters are these items are very nice. If I can find where she is in this wiki, there she is. Her name's Doris, if I haven't said that already. She's a reagent charged of giving the player amps to help the reagents get further skills within the trial. Despite the amps being considered contraband resources and tools, Doris thinks she is helping the players beat the inhumane and perverse conditions of the trials. She's a very cool person to have. It's like help. And like I said, if you go on the Outlast trial wiki, you'll see like a bunch of lore behind everyone. It's crazy. But now I'm gonna backtrack a lot because I got sidetracked a lot because this game there's a lot to talk about in this game. I usually have like multiple voiceovers to do, but I'm doing this all in one take, as you can tell, because I find that way better for me, so I don't have to be annoying. Anyway, once you complete all the tasks, because you see over there new assignment, we have to keep doing things until it's completely done. So once you finish every single assignment, you then have to exit the trial, and that means all the monsters are going to be out. All of them are going to be out, ready to play, get ya, whatever. They're gonna want to kill you. But once you go back to where you came from, you'll then be able to finally escape the trial. And once you escape it, you get cosmetics, you get tickets, you get coins for a chance of freedom. Now, this game is extremely fun to play with friends, not by yourself. I don't do well with horror games by myself because it is much scarier whenever you're controlling the character, and I feel like there is a mode where you can only do it by yourself too, because I wanted to try out the reagent, or the reemerged, or whatever it's called, rebirth. It sucked by myself because I don't know much about the game. But if you do the single one, you're able to kind of get the hang of everything in this game. All right, let's see what's next. I'm trying to think because it's like I said, doing it all in one take. Yeah, that really is kind of it. I did forget one prime asset, Prescott Whitehorn. I hadn't seen this guy at all. He appears to wear a self-made soldier. Okay, I haven't seen him, so apparently he's here. He is in the game. I don't know. Okay, cool. Alright, oh yeah, there is one more thing I haven't talked about. So, once you enter the trials for the very first time, you're going to be greeted by a nurse. This nurse is going to be selling abilities, I should say. These abilities are pretty fun. Like that slide, that's not a thing you can do out the gates. And you're not going to be able to run as long as I can in this game. From starting this game, you're going to be able to increase your endurance, increase your athletic ability, increase everything. There's not going to be something where you are just where you're just done right then and there. You can make yourself stronger, make yourself more likely to survive. So I think that is completely it in this game. I am completely scared to post this on YouTube because this game is extremely gruesome, extremely violent, everything. Nudity, a lot. It's a mature game, so keep that in mind as I quickly. Yeah, that's everything. I don't want to say every single detail in this game because that would take forever. But there are certain things that make this game more fun and more replayable, and I just would recommend playing this game if you want to play with your friends and have a fun, scary time. It isn't for the faint of heart, I will say, because these jump scares, they are scary. I'm being genuine. In a game where, like in horror games, I mainly just mess around. I don't take things seriously. In this game, I've gotten jump scared a lot to where I take things seriously now. So that's essentially Outlast Trials. That's like in a whole crazy, long-winded voiceover. That is Outlast Trials. Is it a fun game? Yes, it is. Is it hard to understand at first? Yes, it is. But that's like kind of the beauty of these things. You learn as you go along. So hopefully, me having a long-winded explanation of this makes you want to get this game, because it's a very fun game. Alright, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.